Okay, so I was playing around with the Manticore earlier. I managed to get a shared directory. You do have to install the guest tools on your virtual box in order to do that. The other thing I found out is that when it created it set up so the only one who can get into that directory was root. Now, if you're using Ubuntu, root you don't just do su, which is commonly done in Linux. You just do it, what was it? I think you just do a sudo, let's see, what did I do here? There is no default root password for Linux. I'm just checking out while I'm talking here what exactly I had to do. And of course it's not keeping. I lost the spot, but I think it's just, let's try it. Oh wait, it's not that. Sudo. What was it? Let's go here. Actually, Pseudobash, yeah. So you would do, and then just put in your password. And that's how you do so. I had to literally do that to make it so I was able to get to the shared directory. And that's done up here. This will, you give it the, you can, I'm just going to cancel. You give it the folder path. It'll create the name, and then you say where you want to mount it. So anyway, when I tried to do it, it did not, I was getting that same error that I was getting yesterday, even when I gave it a sole contract. So something is missing. I'm not sure what it is. But what we're going to try now is I'm going to try git clone. So let's try this. 58. Let's see if it does it now. Yep, it's being. And then we're going to follow these instructions, which would be cd manticore and pip install enative, and see if it likes that. And so we got all the source here, -e, and let's see what happens. Hopefully something. Yeah. So what I'm hoping is by building it, it'll get all these dependencies. Let's see. Okay. So let's try this. See if that'll work. It seems to be a little bit happier here. Now we may have to change some permissions to actually use it, but there we go. now it's able to download everything, and my guess is we may have to change some permissions when we're done, because it's gonna try it. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's see. No, this is good. This is not promising. Has no action. This is the same error. Oh well, let's do it this way. Actually, let me show you. Just to make sure we don't get confused. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to, so it doesn't try to go to the other location, and alright, see what happens. That's interesting. Let's do this. So this is local bin, and today's the 14th, so I see something. I'm curious. Yeah, it's the same. Alright, so the question is, where did it put the binaries? We're in so they tell you to do it this way, but what they don't tell you is where the heck it is. What is it? Let's look at the path. See where it's shell. Okay, so it's still going to local bin even though I got rid of it. So I'm going to bring up a new shell. New window. And whoop. Okay. So well, let's try something. I am going to try their example right here. Thought they had, yes. Now let's see what happens. Okay, what does it not? What is it missing? Google Protobuf descriptor has no attribute internal create key. So here it is. Before to analyze, okay, installation, fine. We did an install. We did two different installs. Once installed will be available. Command line interface with basic analysis. Analytical results will place in the workspace directory. Manticore detects you are trying to test the contract. So we ran through the example they give us here. And what we got is it didn't work. Requirements. Okay, recommend running with increased. Okay. Ah, there's something. So I put this all on the bottom. So let's try that. That may be our issue. Okay, it's. Okay, I can find it. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we'll try it. Now, let's, I'm not familiar with tick compile. CLYTIC compile. Oh, and forget the sudo. See if that. Okay, let's see what this is. Cryptic compile. This is another pip3. I don't know if it's going to let me do this. What I have to do this is critic compile. Okay. Let's see something. See what happens. Let's do this. This is where I put my other stuff. It doesn't even. From home packages. Let me try one other thing. What happens when we try to compile this? Okay. I'm going to add this to line and see what happens. Copy. And Okay, so it ran it successful. And let's try this again. This is the last shot. Otherwise, it's still not working, and I'm not sure why that's the case. I'm going to have to do some more research on this, and hopefully I'll find a solution. And when I do, of course, I will report it. But you can see this is not being as cooperative as I would have hoped. The other thing I may do is, even though they recommend you do this on a VM, I may try doing it on my regular machine. There could be something that it needs that it can't find. And I'm beginning to think, let me see something. One other thing I want to see is, see if this does this. Okay, so it does have an up-to-date version of Python. So, okay, well, we're going to do some more research on this and take it from there. We tried installing it 2 different ways. The only other thing we didn't try is installing it as a Docker. And maybe if you do it that way, because you're using essentially a little virtual environment, maybe it'll have everything we need in order to do what we need to do. So, okay, so I did a quick research project, Googling, and I did find the issue. The issue was, and you can see it on the screen here, that there was an out-of-date module called Protobuf. If you look at the error, let's bring this up here. If you look at the error that you see here, notice it said, let's see, we tried to run it, it said Google Protobuf descriptor has no attribute. So I Googled that, and what I did find is that I need to update it. Once I did, I was actually able to run it, and it did run into some error that see what's going on here, but it did in fact run, and let's run it again. Yeah, there's still, what is it? Raise unfeasible constraints that we'll have to figure out what that one is. But so we did finally get it running. By making sure that we had an up-to-date library here. So again, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe, please give a like, please ring the bell, please share with your friends who may be interested, and I will speak to you next time.